game. You're gonna condemn the guy just because he attacked your girlfriend? He could have killed me. What do you see in her anyway? Hello.
Detective Riley, Metro Division.
Assistant to the assistant DA?
I'm working my way up.
Where's your double-crossing wife?
I don't know where she is.
I get this feeling that you've known each other.
Who?
Who?
Jenny and I?
What the hell you doing?
You think Casper's the kind of guy to hold a grudge?
Kill him.
My husband's home.
He's early.
One phone call, Susan, and those society mavens you call friends will know exactly what you are. A no-good tawdry.
Better save your phone call for your attorney. I know about the Picasso. Forgery, isn't it?
You're crazy.
Am I? I was with my father in Paris when he bought the original. Now, I don't know what you've done with it. But you walk out that door and I'll have you arrested before you can start your beloved car, which, incidentally, I paid for.
You wouldn't do that.
Oh, no? How does grand theft sound to you? I might even throw in assault and battery.
Put the phone down, Susan.
You're not going anywhere.
I said put the phone down.
Make me.
No te preocupe. ¿Cuándo vas a salir? ¿Qué te han hecho?
Inmate population. Jail officials have had to go to the mattresses literally on the roof of the building.
The inner facility built originally to house 1,200 prisoners. The just over 4,000 men in Kaka. In Kaka what?
Incarcerated.
It means locked up, Bill.
Yeah, it means locked up, Bill.
Look, I know what it means. Look, Bert, is it possible, is it too much to ask to have someone whose first language is English to print the cue cards?
I printed the cue cards.
Take two?
You lost count?
We have football, we have basketball.
Essentially,
There's no basketball hoop.
Well, why don't we just take two outside?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that.
Gary, no, sir.
Help me! Help me, please! You got to help me! Leadership! I didn't do anything!
Sir, I will take care of her. Come on, I'll get you.
All right, fellas, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Punch it up.
Come on, out of here. You're okay.
I'm innocent! I didn't do anything!
Es que quieren matar a mi hijo. Él no hizo nada. Él es muy buen hijo. ¿Por qué nadie me lo quiere creer?
You speak Spanish. What's she saying?
She says her son's innocent.
Por favor. Usted puede salvarlo, señorita. Es mi único. Ustedes son mi única esperanza. Se lo imploro. Usted lo puede salvar. Please.
She says he's her only son. She wants our help. We're her only hope.
My son. He no kill. He no kill. Nobody. You help, please.
Yes, we'll help.
Oh, gotta go.
Hi, guys.
Vivi, I got a great angle. Mother risks perils of the border to save her only son.
Reed, run it down for me. Just the salient facts, if you will.
The kid's name is Danny Pedroza. He's been working as a gardener for about a year and a half. He's illegal.
Cut to the chase. Who'd he bump up?
He's alleged to have killed a woman named Susan Bonney.
Who's she?
Had a lot of money, well-known in social circles.
Yeah, I've seen her around.
Well, I understand he attacked Natalie this morning.
Yes, he could have killed me. He wasn't trying to hurt you, Natalie. He was pleading for his life. He was desperate. Oh, and how was I supposed to know that, huh?
What have the cops got on him?
Well, they found his fingerprints in the victim's bedroom. They got shreds of his shirt in the tree outside her window. They've got footprints and some jewelry. It doesn't look very
Look,
good.
I've checked this guy out, Vivi. He is a gardener, for heaven's sakes. He's polite. He's hardworking. He sends money home to his mother in Mexico every single week.
It doesn't sound like a murderer's profile to me.
Right, not at all.
Man's an animal once you cage him up, Vivi.
What about the mother?
She's a poor, defenseless woman who smuggled herself across the border to save her son when she heard he was in jail.
I love it, Vivi. It's a natural.
Yeah.
Reed?
It's risky.
No, it's definitely risky.
This one could come back to bite us on the bumper.
Ouch. Yeah, there's no question about that.
On the other hand, it is personal and emotional.
It really tugs at the heartstring.
It's right up our alley, Vince.
I don't know.
I don't know, you know, I mean, I don't know. I could go,
Call it,
either
Reed.
way on this thing.
Well, we're already behind schedule and over budget on the jail story, so it's tough to justify dropping that. However...
You're gonna condemn the guy just because he attacked your girlfriend?
However, as I was about to say before, I was somewhat rudely interrupted. It probably can get very good ratings.
Personal rivalries aside, please, Luna. What we've got here is an open and shut murder case with a very unlikely murder suspect. Am I right?
That is so
Right.
incisive.
But did he do it? Is he trying to con us? Or was he framed?
I don't think he murdered anybody, but I've seen the guy. He's no mama's boy.
Well, I've seen his mama, and I think he is her boy. I mean, if we don't help him, he doesn't stand a chance, Vivi.
We... Run with it.
Right.
Luna, Reed, somebody better visit the scene of the crime.
Detective Riley, Metro Division.
Hi, and I'm Jennifer Winton. So I'm kind of nervous. It's my first job.
Assistant to the assistant DA?
Yeah, I'm working my way up.
Good. Please.
I want to thank you for seeing us, Mr. Bonney. I know this is a difficult time for you.
It is. Naturally, I want to cooperate.
Of course.
If you could tell us in your own words what happened the night your wife was murdered, it would really help the DA a lot.
I have been over all of this before with the police.
Well, we know, Mr. Bonney, but we've just been assigned to the case, so if you don't mind, be a help to us all.
No, of course not.
Go ahead.
Well, I got home about 10:15. As I was pulling into the driveway, I saw someone run across the yard. It was Pedroza, the gardener.
You recognized them?
Yes. My headlights caught him. I had my brights on.
So you came inside?
I called up to Susan, and she didn't answer. Then I saw Samson, our dog, lying there on the living room rug.
Dead, huh?
No, just lying there quietly. I came over to see if he was all right, and there she was.
Where?
Right about where you're sitting, actually. She was still warm. And her face. The blood.
That Picasso above the mountain remind you of anything?
Yeah, it's the one we had Bean Sweeney copy for us a few years
Well,
back.
do you think his could be a forgery?
Bonnie's? Oh, he can afford the real thing. He's a rich man.
Yeah, it sure looked like a Bean Sweeney to me.
It looked real, which is how all of Sweeney's paintings look, which is why she's a world-class forger. But what does that have to do with the murder?
I don't know yet.
Well, when you figure it out, will you let me know? Oh, what's going to happen to us if Bonnie checks up on us?
Oh, don't worry, Lena's got that covered. Hey, you did pretty good in there for a guy who's gone straight.
I know. I better get you home. You've got a house guest.
House guest? Who? Flashlight, toolkit, and the rope. And there we go. Okay, mi casa y tu casa.
Muchas gracias, señorita.
Now, here's the pillow. There's that. There's food in the fridge. You can watch TV, make yourself at home, okay?
Señorita, why?
Why what?
Why you help my son? Why I stay here?
Because I've been in your shoes. And I know what it's like to need a friend.
Muchas gracias.
Who is it?
It's me.
Coming.
It's okay. Take your time. Hold it. I'm going to ask you a question. I would like a straight answer.
I have got a job to do.
I haven't asked you the question
You
yet.
don't have to.
You are going to steal Bonnie's Picasso.
No, I'm not going to steal it, and I'm going to borrow it.
Jenny, there are other ways to prove if he painted it or not.
You could come with me.
No, I can't. I've got a date.
Where are you going?
None of your business.
Another boring evening at home?
Yeah, something like that.
Tell me, what on earth do you see in her? Hello.
Good night.
Good night. Have a good evening.
We plan to.
And I wouldn't give Pedrosa a second thought. You know, even if he is rotting away in jail and his mother's rotting away in my apartment, I wouldn't...
Jenny, that's not going to work.
You made a deal with the INS, didn't you?
Mrs. Pedrosa had no other choice, no other place to stay.
So you volunteered my apartment?
She certainly wasn't going to stay here.
No, I guess not. She got a full house.
That's right.
See you in the morning.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. John, well...
If you think I'm going to let you loose in a house full of priceless artworks, you're crazy.
You don't trust me, John?
Stay here. Darling, something's come up. I have some business to do with Jenny. Please, I'll be back as soon as I can.
The bath water is warm and the champagne is chilled. I can't guarantee either for very long.
Please, don't fall asleep.
John. The bath water's warm and the champagne is chilled, and I can't guarantee either for very long.
That's not dawdle, Jerome. As you can see, I have a full night ahead of me.
Here, good boy. Come on. Here you go. Here. Come on.
Samson? Samson?
It's okay. She's going to stay at my place until we get you out of this mess. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Ben, we don't think you killed Mrs. Bonney, but if we're going to help you, you've got to help us. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do.
Were you there the night she was murdered?
She liked me.
You mean you were lovers? Did Mr. Bonney know about his wife and you?
No, I don't think so. Not before that night.
Tell us about that night.
Well, we were in bed, and we heard a car. She thought it was her husband. So I took off. I climbed out the window, and then the headlights hit me.
Are you sure it was Mr. Bonney?
No, I don't know, because I was blinded by the lights.
What did you do?
I ran to my room. My room is in the guest house.
Did you see anything or hear anything?
No, I didn't.
When did you find out that Mrs. Bonney had been murdered?
The next morning when the police came and everything. Can you help me?
What do you think?
I think we better be good, because he needs all the help he can get.
You know, I think we should go have another visit with Bonnie.
I got a better idea. Bean Sweeney. She ought to know how one of her forgeries ended up in Bonnie's collection.
If we can find her. I mean, Bean Sweeney is not exactly the kind of person who leaves a trail of breadcrumbs to show where she is. Or how do you even know she's in town?
I heard she bought a loft in Venice.
Italy?
California. Casper will know where she is.
Casper? As in Casper Hall, the fence?
No, Casper the ghost.
I think maybe you should go to Casper's alone. I'll go to Bonnie's. How's that?
You're hiding something from me.
Me?
What'd you do to him?
Who?
Casper.
Nothing.
Jenny.
Well, it was a little thing. A very teeny thing, actually. I don't know why I got so mad.
This teeny little thing didn't involve a fairly large sum of money, did it?
Well, suffice it to say, the last time I saw him, he was on the right side of a big gun.
And you were on the wrong end.
Why don't you just drop me off? And I don't think it's a good idea to tell Casper that we're working together again. You know, I don't think it would go over too big.
You think Casper's the kind of guy to hold a grudge?
Where's your double-crossing wife, Riley? Last time I saw her, she took the liberty of rerouting one of my cargo planes back to Bolivia.
She told me about that before the divorce.
You ain't gonna pass with answers like that. Thanks to your wife, I lost credibility with a certain swarthy element of the population.
Come on, Casper. What were you going to do with $250,000 worth of aspirin anyway?
Give them to my friends, whose migraines acted up suddenly when I couldn't deliver.
You got to look on the bright side. Thanks to my ex-wife, you're a national hero in Bolivia.
Sure.
You are. They got a statue of you in the Capitol. They even renamed a hospital after you. San Casper.
Sam Casper. I like that. You know, Riley, I missed you. I really did. Make your deal. You tell me where I can find your wife, I'll tell you where you can find Bean Sweeney.
You're not listening to me, Casper. We're divorced. I don't know where she is.
Maybe Gary and Mark can help jog your memory.
Casper. Casper, I'm telling you the truth. Please, Casper. Please, Casper.
Have a good time, Harley.
Casper?
Hey, guys, I just remembered.
Where is she?
184-2973.5 Old Mulberry Street. Know where that is? You take the 405, go north to the 101, take the 101 east, 79th Street. You take a left, that's your third light. I think it's 5th Avenue. Then you go down to 64th. Wait a minute. You guys aren't going to remember this. I think you better write it down. I think there's a pencil and paper on Casper's desk.
For you now, Miss Winston.
I'm glad you asked that because as the assistant to the assistant DA, I've been going over some of the facts of this case with the assistant DA, and there's a few things I thought you could probably answer for.
Where's your partner?
Riley? He was starting to get on my nerves. Have you ever noticed the way he chews gum?
Miss Winston, please. I'm very busy. Is there something in particular you wanted to ask me?
As a matter of fact, there is. You know, if you'll just bear with me, I believe your wife was murdered here in this room, wasn't she? Right here in front of this lovely Norman Rockwell.
It's a Picasso.
Oh. I'm not much of an art aficionado, but my mother once bought me a set of hand-painted potholders that she got in Venice where the artists live, you know. Anyway, what I was saying was, your wife was murdered down here. Yet you say that you saw Pedrosa escaping out her bedroom window upstairs.
So?
Well, what I don't understand is why would he murder her down here, then run all the way up the stairs to escape? I mean, he could just go out the back door or out those lovely French doors.
Obviously, he killed my wife first and then went upstairs after the jewelry. By that time, he probably heard me drive up and got out as quickly as possible.
You know, I think you're right. That makes perfect sense. But, what I don't understand is when the police arrested Pedrosa right after the murder, he didn't have any of the jewelry on him. What do you think he did with it?
He probably fenced it.
Yeah, but he would have had to have that prearranged.
Well, then he hid it or buried it somewhere.
That's probably what he did. He buried it. You know, I had this dog once that's really totally crazy. He used to bury everything. I mean, he buried my stuff, he buried his stuff. He would have buried the doghouse.
Yes?
You don't want to hear about my dog, huh? I gotta go. It's time to go. Bye. I think we'll do just fine, unless, of course, we get some hotshot lawyer there who's trying to make a name for himself.
Well, I don't think there's any danger of that, Miss Winston. The facts seem pretty clear to me.
Yeah, to you and me, I mean, we know what really happened, but, you know, there's some people in this world who are really sleazy, and especially defense lawyers, and I mean, I know this sounds way, way far out, but we might get a sleazy defense lawyer who'd try and convince the jury that you murdered your wife and framed Pedrosa so that you could get all her money.
And that's not likely to happen, is it? I mean, it's no secret Susan and I signed a prenuptial agreement before we were married. All this, it's all hers. Everything. I won't see a dime. I would have had no motive for killing her.
Well, that should just about take the wind out of the defense lawyer sails. Well, you're so clean you squeak, Mr. Bonney, and I know that Pedrosa's guilty, and we're gonna lock him up for a long time. I guarantee it. Bye.
Au revoir, Miss Winston.
Assistant to the Assistant DA's office, Luna speaking. May I help you?
Miss Winston, please.
Winston!
Sorry.
She's not here right now. Could I take a message?
doing, Casper?
Riley, cut it out. Riley, what the hell are you doing?
I thought we'd go for a little ride, just like the old days.
Stop the car!
Hey, Casper! You want to know how fast you're doing?
Riley!
Almost 15. I think you ought to be able to do 20 at least, don't you?
Riley, slow down!
Hey, what?
Riley!
Ooh, did I scare you there?
My knees, you know I got bum knees.
My heart's bleeding, Casper.
It ain't funny, Riley.
You're in good shape, Casper.
Please, stop the car, Riley. Please, I'll do anything.
Oh! It's my turn.
Riley, come on now, Riley. Give me a break.
What do you want, Riley?
Well, now that you mention it, it sure would be good to see Bean Sweeney again.
All right. I'll tell you where you can find her.
I thought you would.
You did a Picasso for us a few years ago in Frankfurt.
Yeah, remember the Duchess thing?
Yeah, I remember. Thought you guys were dead for 2 months after that. And I found out you just got lucky.
Did you paint another copy of that Picasso recently?
Yeah, for Casper Hall. In fact, I'm working on one for him right now. You guys remember Casper, don't you?
Vaguely.
Well, this time, it's a Cézanne. Not as much fun to paint as Picasso, but then it's French. More champagne? Yeah,
Thank
please.
you. I think Casper is Bonnie's middle man.
I think you're right.
That's Cézanne.
I saw the original in Bonnie's house the other day.
But why would Bonnie want a copy of a painting he already owns?
It wasn't his, it was his wife's.
Oh, he owns it now.
He signed a prenuptial agreement. His wife's heirs get everything.
So that's it.
What?
Bonnie needed money. He had the forgeries done so his wife would know that he was selling off the masterpieces.
Right. Sweeney, when did Casper ask you to do that other Cézanne?
Let's see, 2 weeks ago, Saturday.
The day after Susan Bonnie was murdered.
Yeah, he said it was a rush job.
Sounds like Bonnie's trying to cash in before his wife's heirs take over.
Who did you say was murdered?
Nobody you know, dear.
That's a relief, because I don't look good in black.
I'll drink to that.
I hope Bonnie's trash will tell us something. All right, this is the setup. I'll keep watch. You get in the dumpster.
Wait a minute. I was the one who went digging through the Luciano soggy garbage in Florence. Remember in Florence? Come on, it's your turn to go.
Wait a minute. You might have spent a few minutes that night in a damp basement, but I was out front in the pouring rain. I nearly died of pneumonia.
All right, we'll both go in.
No.
Why not?
I'm meeting Natalie in an hour. I don't have time to go home and change.
You won't need to. The bathroom. This kind of reminds me of our marriage.
Yeah, up to our necks in garbage.
Wasn't all?
It was it?
No, it wasn't all bad.
Well, that was even good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Tell me, Reed. Aren't you tired of her yet?
Get a couple of bags of garbage. Let's go.
Well, is that a yes or no? God, do you believe this? This guy is on the preferred customer mailing list of 9 Beverly Hills stores. How much do you have to spend a month to be a preferred customer?
Lots.
This letter from Hong Kong Taylor. 4 suits last month, $1,000 each. Ooh,
Guy needed a lot of suits. He had running between 5 and 10 grand a month in entertainment expenses. He didn't want to be seen in the same suit twice.
We have custom-made silk shirts here. Dues for a very posh health club here. automobile expenses.
Guy knew how to spend his money.
Yeah, well, we know where he's getting it. Now we just got to find where he's keeping it.
Hello, dear.
I need to talk to you, John. My ears are sealed. Dinner?
Oh, bueno, bueno. Enchiladas, tostadas, fiesta. Come on, join us for dinner.
Hey, that's my dinner.
Señora, muchísimas gracias.
Dios lo bendiga. Usted es un hombre muy bueno.
De nada.
See, what did she say?
She said I'm a great guy and any girl will be lucky to have me. Sit down.
I know that she's got incredible story sense. I know what she means to the show, but do you have to spend 24 hours a day with her?
Excuse us for just a moment, would you, please?
Oh, sure. No problem, sure.
Tonight's gonna be different. No TV, no phone, no excess baggage, and above all, nobody but me and you.
I've got a better idea. Let's order in and take the towels out of the dryer.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, but we really have a lot of work to do.
So much for your ears being sealed.
Well, you know, it's a small room.
Yeah,
What
well,
can I say?
You know, sometimes when I watch the two of you work together, I get this weird feeling that you've known each other for a long time.
Who?
Who?
Jenny and I?
Us.
Oh, no, we're hardly on a first-name basis.
Well, all I know is that ever since Jenny has been on the staff, you've been spending more and more time on the show with her and less time with me.
Natalie, you know how I feel about you. I just wish that there were more than 24 hours in a day.
I know you. I guess I just feel like I've been demoted.
Oh, Natalie, sit down. There, come on.
We'll just have to do something about that.
Wow.
Yeah, look at
When?
Tonight.
So, what is all this stuff?
Oh, we raided Bonnie's garbage.
Why?
Oh, it's amazing what you can find out about a person when you go through their garbage.
Well, I doubt if I could ever be that curious about anybody. So, who's Walter Neff?
It's a rental receipt for a safe deposit box.
Well, why would Mr. Neff's bank statements be going to Mr. Bonnie's house?
Good question, Natalie.
Unless what?
Unless Bonnie and Neff are the same person.
This is the clue we've been looking for, Watson.
I found something significant, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. And now all we have to do is go to the safety deposit box.
Oh.
I didn't even know Mr. Neff had a sister.
Really? I'm surprised.
We were very close.
And you were his attorney as well?
Oh, yes.
And you drew up this will search?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Our records indicate that Megan Marion Reynolds represented Mr. Neff.
Oh, they were. Until last month, that is. You know those big firms, so impersonal.
My brother was very sensitive, Mr. Pink. That's why he likes working one-on-one, and I think that's why he spoke so highly of you.
Really, I don't recall ever having met your brother.
He was so shy. He was probably in your bank 100 times, and you never noticed him.
Well, my days can be pretty hectic. You know, usually when a person passes away, we seal up their safe deposit box until the probate is completed. You know, I've heard of a will search before, but, well, quite frankly, this is the first time I've ever seen one.
In my business, Mr. Pink, it pays to think in terms of eventualities.
I can appreciate that.
I view the will search simply as a tool for expediting the settling of a client's estate. Why subject the heirs, to months of uncertainty and emotional hardship if it can all be avoided with a little bit of planning and a minimum of paperwork?
You'll have to excuse me if I seem overly cautious. I have a job and a reputation to protect.
Of course.
No offense taken.
Well, I'll leave you two alone.
Thank you.
Doesn't the mind just boggle at what's in all these little boxes?
Before you fall off the wagon, let me remind you we are not here for personal gain.
Oh, I know, but it'd be so easy. We could be in the Bahamas in time for dinner.
Just you and me. Just like old times.
Oh, now you're talking.
Oh, it's a good idea.
Bud.
Open the box.
You're no fun.
Oh, my.
How about if I just go to the Bahamas and I'll send you a postcard?
Sure, while you're at it, send one to Pedrosa, care of San Quentin.
Oh, you're right. I was getting a little carried away, wasn't I?
No kidding. Looks like Bonnie had quite a little life here, going as Walter Neff, trustee to a condo, pink slip to Ferrari, passport.
Plenty of grocery money?
Now, if you were Bonnie and you had replaced a masterpiece with a Bean Sweeney forgery, where would you hide it?
Walter Neff's condo.
The guy's got style. I'll give him that.
Doesn't look too shabby driving that Ferrari either.
Wonder where Casper's two goons are. Hi.
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 Know these guys?
Well, sort of.
This guy's quite a host, isn't he?
You want to be next?
Not particularly.
Then shut up. Okay. First of all, you come around looking for Sweeney, which, by the way, I still owe you for. Then, I find you at Bonnie's condominium. Now, to me, seems like you guys are pulling a scam. To me, seems like you're trying to steal Bonnie Cezanne before I get a chance to sell it. That would seriously cut into my commissions. That would make me mad.
Can I say something, or is he gonna hit me every time I open my mouth?
Depends on what comes out of it.
We are not pulling a scam.
What were you doing in Bonnie's condo? Mark, fix her nose for me.
All right, I'll tell you the truth. Riley's gone straight. His name is John Reed. He's the producer of a local television show called Solutions. I work for him. I'm the associate producer.
That's the funniest thing I ever heard. You guys gone straight? Mark, give me some oxygen. What do you take me for, an imbecile?
It's true, Casper.
I'm gonna miss you, Riley. I really am. You're a crack-up. Kill him.
You might get away with killing us, but they're gonna nail you for killing Susan Bonnie.
I had nothing to do with that.
We know that, but it really wasn't too hard to tie you in as an accessory.
You'll be a long time gone, Casper. That'll really cut into your commissions.
Not even you would do that to me.
Oh, yeah? We already did. You know that story she told you about the TV show? It's true. We got it all. You can see for yourself tonight, 8 o'clock, Channel 6.
Unless, of course, we get the opportunity to interrupt the broadcast.
We don't want you. We want Bonnie. Let us go.
You guys take a walk, you forget all about me, huh?
I feel a very bad case of amnesia going on.
Funny. So do I.
Can't we just call the police?
We don't have anything that would convict Bonnie in a court of law. We'd be dead before we could subpoena Casper, and Sweeney would never testify.
Well, we have the forgeries. Yeah, but Bonnie could claim his wife's father bought them thinking they were the real thing.
Are you trying to tell me that the guy pulled off the perfect murder?
Well, he thinks he did.
I can't stand this. We know he did it. There must be something we can do.
Yeah, pray.
Wait a minute.
Tendremos más información acerca de esto junto con Héctor García en los deportes a las 6.
Y ahora la conclusión.
I got it.
You got what?
The producer's got a plan.
Hi. I'm becoming kind of a nuisance, aren't I?
To be perfectly frank, Miss Winston, you are beginning to get on my nerves.
I seem to have that effect on a lot of people. I've tried the Dale Carnegie course. I've tried self-hypnosis. My boss says my problem is that I'm tenacious.
I think he's just being nice. Well, you might as well just come in.
All right.
Let's run it back to the truck.
I just wanted to really tell you that everything at the preliminary hearing went very smoothly.
Great. I'm glad to hear that.
Come on.
Oh, this is great, but is it legal?
Odrosa is as good as dead.
Terrific. Excuse me. Hello? Just a moment. It's for you.
It's for me?
Yeah.
Huh. There you go. Thank you. Hello?
Ready when you are.
Ah, I can't believe it. What channel? Okay, bye.
Hit it.
How do you turn this thing on?
Danny Pedrosa, the man accused of murdering socialite Susan Bonney, was released from custody today. Our Bill Bauer has more on this story.
Natalie, according to police sources, what had been an open and shut case against Danny Pedrosa in the murder of Susan Bonney took a bizarre twist today when Pedrosa was released just hours after his preliminary hearing. According to police and inside sources, police are now working with new information linking Bonnie's husband, Robert, to the murder. And Casper Hall, a well-known West Coast fence.
Is that the real painting or the forgery?
So you know about the paintings?
Are we rolling? Rolling? We got speed? Okay. Go, do it. Be quiet.
I'm Bill Bauer, and Natalie Thayer of Solutions here, and we're about to witness the arrest of Robert Bonney in the murder of his wife.
I think you'd better turn yourself in, Mr. Bonney.
But that's just not on my list of options. Pick up the painting. Not that way, out the back.
You knew, didn't you? You knew we'd be out back.
I had an idea. Did you get it all?
As you can see,
Every single word.
in custody. His escape prevented by our own solutions team. Let's see if we can get a comment from Bonnie. Mr. Bonnie. And so our story ends where it all began, at the city jail. I'm Natalie Thayer.
And I'm Bill Bauer. Ciao.
Cut. Wrap it up. It's great. Great. Great.
It's French. It's hip. Right, Bert?
Oh, no, it's real hip. It's you, Bill. Yeah, it's great. Ciao. I love that stuff.
Well, you were right. Pedrosa didn't kill anyone, but he sure wasn't innocent.
He was having an affair with Mrs. Bonney.
Oh, I guess I owe you one.
Just one?
Well, I could figure out a way to get it down to one. I have a bathtub, too, you know.
Oh, you have an incredible ego.
Uh-huh.
You think all you have to do is keep chipping away at me. I'll just forget about Natalie. We'll just go back to the way things were.
Uh-huh.
Keep dreaming.
Ivan.
What's this?
This boy's dying!
Hey, what are you doing?
Police couldn't identify him. No one came forward to claim the body.
He handed this to me before he died.
Thai gal.
It's a Chinese form of gambling.
So where do we start?
Chinatown.
Hi, deal me in, boys.
You do know how to play this, don't you?
Where do I win?
I'm trying to identify that guy that was killed.
Hey, we're running a little late.
You guys on a bowling team?
Stay away from things you don't understand, or you're gonna end up dead. Stay away from the tiger.
Who's the tiger?
Sign of the tiger.
There must be millions in here. I love it.
Our bowling buddies.
This is the biggest con you've ever pulled in your life.
Big John is here. I'd like $1,000 in chips, please. We don't want a good citizenship medal. We want $1 million.
$1 million.
Later tonight on Knots Landing, Sumner sets a trap and Ben receives a deadly assignment. First, Rick and AJ meet their match while protecting a set of priceless swords on Simon & Simon next.